In Puerto Rico, I think in Spanish, and I try to translate as fast as possible. Action. My name is Shamil Velazquez, and I'm the executive chef of Minero Mexican Grill and Cantina out in Jones Island. My key ingredient today is going to be yellowtail snapper out of our local waters here in South Carolina. We will be preparing the Ceviche Minero, and what it's going to consist of is of local shrimp, some yellowtail snapper, and a little bit of love. Ceviche comes from Latin America, traditionally from El Peru. And the biggest thing to ceviche, and I will stress this again, is just finding the best possible fish that or seafood that you will use for that. That alone will let the whole dish shine in itself. Some of the good fish that you're looking for example, is going to be flounder or snapper, and those are two of fish that definitely swim in our water certain times of the year. I prefer yellowtail snapper just because of the high intensity when it swims. It is a medium to high activity fish, therefore the flesh itself tends to be a lot more bouncier, a lot fattier, a lot richer. The less ingredients, the better for the ceviche, and try to just have fun with it in the sense of like anything kind of goes. There are no rules as long as it's really good locally sourced fish and an acid of your choice. Some of the things that we are looking for when we are choosing fish for ceviche is going to be bright pink gills. On top of that, you're also going to be choosing something that just smells sweet. You don't want it to smell fishy, right? You're going to eat this raw. You want to make sure it is of the best quality. You also want to make sure that the flesh itself has still good bounce to it. You don't want it to like go all the way in and leave your fingerprint in there. If I was doing this at home or at the restaurant, I would try to keep as much as possible a clean dry board, clean dry fish, and a very sharp knife. I go right through back, the pectoral fin right here. I kind of lift that up and I use this as a guide, right? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release my fillets all around just so that the fillet slides out as perfectly as possible, right? And I'd say made a cut and I already see my first fillet. And then on top of that, we're gonna go right above that backbone right here. We're gonna release the fillet on this side, and I'm gonna release the fillet on this side as well. The cut that we're doing here is called an up and over cut, and you can do this cut pretty much with any fish, and it just works very easily for this one. I don't know if you can hear that. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to stay on top of that bone, and once you get to the middle right there, then you go over, right? And then release the fillet right there. And you have your first fillet of fish. Once there, you flip it around and kind of repeat. There it is. This is your other fillet right there. I make a little cut on the very end. Once you're in there, go ahead and grab that little tail piece right there, and we're gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all the way till the fillet comes out. So that's the fish in manageable pieces. Obviously try not to have any pin bones in here. They'll definitely be a little off-putting. And make sure there's also no bloodline. By bloodline, I mean the inside red line that runs down the middle of the fillet of fish. Tends to be a bit irony and a little bit strong for flavor. So as you can see, everything's white flesh, nice little cubes, no scales, no pin bones. This is a very sexy avocado, look at that. Very sexy. This is so sensual, guys. Everybody's just like, oh my God, the avocado, so sexy. To make the Minero ceviche, we have the following ingredients. We have some mandarins, we have some cucumber, radishes, red onions, some cilantro, a little bit of salt, a little chili lime powder, avocados, lime, and a little local shrimp, and then the yellowtail snapper that we have cut. On the right-hand side here, we have Cueritos. Cueritos is a very popular Mexican street food. What it is pretty much puff wheat, like a pork rind if you will, but these are completely vegetarian. Those are also have been seasoned with a little bit of chili and lime. It just adds texture to the whole dish. In here, what we have is our michelada. What it is pretty much clamato, which is tomato juice and a little bit of clam juice mixed together, some Worcestershire, a little bit of hot sauce, and lime juice. And that's what we're gonna use for our base of our fish. To start ceviche, right, the first thing that we talked about is salt temperature, in the sense that you want definitely your fish to be cold. In a bowl here, I have the fish. I have, let's say, probably 3 ounces of fish right there, 2 to 3 ounces. And all I'm doing right now is I'm gonna marinate the fish with a little bit of salt and some lime juice, right? The fish is already cooking, you can't even tell, but it's already been dancing in there. So we have a little bit of shrimp, the shrimp itself, local shrimp from our waters. And again, you might not see it, but from a minute ago when we were talking, that fish had that clear color to it, and then you look at it and you see how it's turning white, right? That is a chemical reaction that's happening within the lime juice itself and the fish itself, right? Cooking little by little. The cool thing is, ain't nothing fancy. Just put the fish all around, let it party. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, cool, cool. This is our base. This is where we start, right? From here, just garnish, right? So let's go with a couple cucumbers, right? Avocado, a couple radishes. Then you grab these little guys right here. Red onion, guys, whenever you do red onion at home, just go ahead and wash them a little bit with a little bit of water, just to take that extra edge off of it. Now that we are here, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that chili lime spice and just hit the top of it. And we have a little bit of cilantro, right? This is micro cilantro, it tends to be a little bit stronger. Here we have again our michelada mix. That one itself, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit all around the dish itself and just kind of pick a corner and let the whole pool kind of go all around the dish. See this right here? Just like breaking bread, right? Just grab a little piece like that, put that one on the side, and here you have your Ceviche Minero.